You're thinking about getting a kayak, huh? Nice. But with all the options out there, it can feel like choosing a kayak is some kind of science project. Don't worry, I got you. Here are 3 key things I always tell people to think about when picking out the right one. First of all, can it do more than one thing? You want a kayak that's versatile, something that works for more than just one type of trip. Let's say you're buying one for the family. If you've got little kids, you'll probably want something super stable on the water, easy to haul around. Bright colors help too, makes it easier to spot from the shore. If you're older or just want max comfort, look for the one that's easy to get in and out of comfy for longer paddles. Even if you're just planning to cruise around, it's not a bad idea to get one that can handle other stuff too, like fishing, photography, or paddling with a buddy. It's always nice to have options when friends or family come along. Also, check if the kayak can switch from a solo setup to tandem. Some designs let you move the seats around or add another one without sacrificing comfort. Pro tip though, before you buy it, make a quick list what's non-negotiable and what's just nice to have. Rank them, then look for a kayak that hits at least your top 3. The more boxes it checks, the better bang for your buck. Second tip I always give people is all kayak plastic the same? Spoiler alert, nope. Most plastic kayaks are made from polyethylene, but not all plastics are created equal. So here's a quick breakdown. We have what's called HDPE, which is short for high density polyethylene. Tough stuff. It holds up in extreme temps and resists warping. Lighter too, which is great when you're loading or carrying. But it's also a little brittle, so not ideal if you're bouncing off rocks in whitewater, and you have to go easy on the tie-downs ratchet straps. They can actually damage if you go too hard. And then we have LLDPE, which is short for linear low-density polyethylene. Softer, more flexible than HDPE. That makes it better for colder climate, but if you leave it tied up in the sun for too long, it can warp. So keep that in mind. And then we have LLDPE with PE foam. This one's like a sandwich. A soft outer layer, foam in the middle. It's light, insulating and flexible. Just know it doesn't love rough impacts, so be careful with how you store and transport it. And finally, we have XHPE, which is cross-linked high-density poly. This is the good stuff. It's like HDPE on steroids, which means stronger, more resistant to heat and damage, and still nice and light. It's a bit more expensive, yeah, but you're paying for serious durability. So depending on where you're paddling and how you'll use the kayak, the material really matters. Third tip I give people is, can it grow with you? You see, these days, a lot of newer kayaks have what's called a modular interface. Sounds fancy, but it basically means they're built so you can add or swap accessories easily. Here's the kind of stuff that might plug into the same amount of system. So we have trolleys for moving it around on land, outriggers or stabilizers for more balance, skegs and rudders for tracking better, trolling motors or transforms if you want to upgrade to power later. You see, getting a kayak with this kind of flexibility might cost a bit more upfront, but it saves you big time in the long run. Instead of buying a whole new boat later, you can just upgrade as your needs change. Bottom line is, look for something that's versatile, made from the right kind of plastic for your use, and can be upgraded over time. You want a kayak that fits your life now, but can also keep up as your adventures evolve. So yeah, think long term, choose smart, and you'll end up with a kayak that's more than just a summer toy. It'll be your go-to for years.